Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and today's the last lesson on our Labyrinth. I may get something in there, maybe we'll be 7, but this will fill in our Labyrinth, and then I may mount it on something and do another video on that, we'll see. But it's been a great journey, and we're going to fill in the last 4 fragments of our tangles. And again, remember, we are using the Primer Volume 1 book by Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas, the founders of Zentangle. I absolutely am in love with this book. I had it a long time and did not realize the treasure I had. I thought I had to look at all sorts of places to find tangles. Come to find out, I have the very best treasure right in my hand, and I didn't realize it until I bought this one. And that companion with it, the fragment, the Reticula and fragment companion, just made a world of difference. So if you don't have these 2 books in your collection, you should get them. So our last tangles are, I'm going to open the fragment and Reticula book and go to page 114 and 115, and we have all of these fragments, and I'm just using them and changing them a little. So we're going to start with X7, which is a little like in a pod. It's a great little tangle. It's this one right here by my thumb. That's the one we're going to do. And again, I'm only going to do just a few of these because we don't have a lot of space left here to do things. So I'm going to turn it, and I'm only doing a couple. This is a fairly easy little tangle to do, and I'm just going to section off, and I'm just going to give us 2 little spaces for this particular tangle. And we're going to start out, and that's probably going to look familiar, where we have that little section, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in this one. So I have that area, and then I'm going to add my little circles, and I like to add them so that they kind of look overlapped. And they're not real circles, they're more like orbs, and so they're kind of overlapping. And then I'm going to come from that corner, and I'm going to just echo that area. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So I have them kind of nestled in. Now I need to blacken in so that my little orbs kind of sit in a dark space. And I'm going to darken in this very outside edge. I'm going to make sure I fill that in really good. I really want a dark space there. And that's really the zest of that tangle. But it needs a little something to kind of keep going with my theme. So I'm going to, don't know if I waited long enough for that to dry. Not quite. Needed to wait just a tad longer for that ink to dry. And I'm just going to put some little white dots in there. And then I'm going to shade this with graphite on one side of my little orbs. And you can see, oh, it's just a cute tangle. Just cute, cute, cute. And that was X7. And now we're going to move on because we have 4 more tangles to do here. So we're going to do 1 here, and then 3 and 4. So L5. Let's see if I can remember. I thought I did these ahead of time so I could choose. Oh, yes, this one, it'll just take you back to your roots. Okay, this is L5 right here. And you're going to see what I mean when I say takes us back to our roots. If you're a Zen tangler from the very beginning, this was the first tangle I learned. So I'm going to section that off. And I could probably do one more. And then I'm going to just put a diagonal line, and I'm going to do so I have triangles. And I'm going to do them so they kind of zigzag. And then we're going to do a little crescent moon. And an aura around it. And we're just going to repeat that in every one of these little triangles. And you're going to be just thrilled with the little pattern it is. So simple. Because you can see how this is just so basic yet so fun. And there we have it. Isn't that just like take you back to your roots type tangle? It really does. So then our next tangle is J6. And I'll show you J6. I'm sorry, some of them I didn't show you. This is J6. And I think it can be done a lot of different ways, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to section this off. So we have some sections to do J6. And a lot of tangles start with that. You just kind of do this bowed out kind of shape, arc shape. And I'm going to go ahead and do all of these. Because for me, I think that just is part of the Zen Tangle experience when I can do repetitive strokes. So I can just repeat those strokes. And now I'm going to go ahead and put my tangle in here, which to me is like a portion of crescent moon. So I'm kind of repeating what I did here, and I can alternate it so that it goes in different directions. So it just kind of goes in different directions, and I think that this one needs some white to it also. So I am going to put a white dot right on that crescent moon. And then I can just put some little dots that just kind of go around those That's why I like working on a brown or a colored paper. Have to watch real careful because that, as I've said before, that jelly roll just dries a little bit slower than your pigment ink. So you can see that that was, you know, just another fun little tangle. And now, you know, I thought I had decided what I was going to do at the very end, but I am going to put one of my favorite tangles in the center, and I'm going to use die-on. So die-on, and I probably shouldn't have gone all the way. I'm just going to put this, and then I'm going to start with a little scallop. So you can see I've kind of got a little flower in the center of there that I've drawn with just scallops, and this will shade this. So now I need to fill in this little space right here, and I think I'm just going to use one of my very favorite, one of my go-to tangles, and I'm just going to put Muka. Because I can just work that Muka right up. And it just tends to go a little wild. And we could put some fescue. And there we have the end. Let's shade die-on, and let's see, we want to shade it with a little graphite. And a little chalk. And then I'm going to take my smallest 05 and I'm going to give it a little stipple. Stipple in there. And there we have our labyrinth completed. And just tons of fun to do. I hope you enjoyed this these 6 lessons, and I hope you have fun doing the labyrinth. It was great fun for me. I'll probably do another one, because they're just fun. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. New videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Tangle every day. It relieves anxiety and stress and just makes the day go much better. Thanks again, and have a great day.